Welcome to Good News. Every week I'll be going from Heathrow to Gatwick to find stories to make you laugh. Say what you like about pensioners. When they do an impression of a dog, they really go for it.
And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over.
I know what you're thinking. What's Bill Turnbull's favourite sexual position?
The ice cream wafer sandwich.
Do you know, I think I might have a go at that. What do you reckon, John Craig?
Don't do it, it's not safe.
Fair enough. Talking of sex, did you see Andrew Neil's motto?
Withdraw before it's too late.
So the election rumbles on. Did anyone see Adam Bolton's Jedward joke? It absolutely died.
I don't think any of the leaders would necessarily want to be compared to the Jedwards. And if you are watching that debate tonight...
I don't know what's been going on. The reporters have been in a funny mood. If you look closely, Dermot Murnaghan appears to be giving someone to his left a hand job.
Britain's entire airspace shut down for the first time in living memory.
To be honest, though, everyone does that in telly. Right, mate? All right, Steve. Now, in the past couple of weeks, the media have been explaining the election to us through pigs and crisps. I wonder what they've used this week.
We've got 3 Sandcastles. The way it stands at the moment, can I just bring you forward? We've got the Tory, the Labour and the Lib Dem. Which one are you going to have? Go for it. Let's see if we can build a sandcastle. Should we unveil it? Oh, having problems. I think we better hand back to Robert. Robert, back to you.
That could not have gone worse. The only way that could have been worse if she'd lifted up the bucket and there was just a dead puppy. Last week, TV history was made.
It is the first time in a British election campaign that the contenders for the post of Prime Minister have agreed to a televised debate.
Did you watch it? Was it me? Or were Cameron and Clegg having a battle to see who was the most widely travelled?
I was in Plymouth recently. I met a young man in London the other day. I went to a Hull police station the other day. I was in a hospital. I've been to Afghanistan. And yet I was in Burnley, China, Sweden, Crosby, Canada, Iran, Australia. I even went to a drug rehab recently.
Oh, bloody rehab, Clegg, deal with that. And when they weren't doing that, they were just doodling.
3,000 more police officers on the streets. The risk to the economy is Labour's proposal of a jobs tax. I think we should all be so tough talk from different governments of different parties for so long.
We've actually got hold of their notepads. This is Gordon Brown's. Cameron was just fantasising. And Clegg, well, he was just drawing himself. I think Gordon Brown just wanted to be Nick Clegg's mate.
See, I agree with Nick. I agree with Nick. I agree with Nick. Nick and I are agreed.
I love you, Nick. Mind you, Clegg had cause to be happy. Most polls suggested he won.
Nick Clegg came out as the clear winner with a 5% lead over Gordon Brown and a 6% lead over David Cameron.
I bet he floated all the way home. They call me Nick Clegg. Nick Clegg. I got a third leg. Third leg. Waking up his wife. Oh, Nick, I suppose you came last. Drop 'em and guess again. They call me Nick Clegg. Now, I'm going to have to swallow humble pie. For the past 2 weeks, I've been taking the mickey, and suddenly he's come from nowhere to be a major part of the election. In fact, some papers are actually calling him the British Barack Obama. Sorry.
Mr. Long-Legged Cleggy Weggy.
Not everyone enjoyed the debate. I think it's because the audience weren't allowed to heckle or even clap. You can't watch a politician and not swear. That's like stubbing your toe and not sounding like you're doing a slightly racist Chinese accent. You can't help it. Do you reckon when a Chinese bloke stubs his toe, he goes, bloody hell? My favourite part of the whole thing was how the media were trying to make the election interactive. They should be careful what they wish for.
You at home can get involved with our big conversation about the debate online. Go to itv.com/election debate for a live web chat where you give your verdict on which leader you think performed best.
So, this was definitely the story everyone was talking about this week.
For the first time in living memory, Britain is a no-fly zone because of a cloud of volcanic ash.
The smoke was incredible. Wouldn't it be funny if it wasn't a volcano? They just went to the bottom and found Amy Winehouse there. What? My favourite thing about the volcano was watching the newsreaders trying to pronounce it.
Mount Eyjafjallajökull.
The Eyjafjallajökull.
The Eyjafjallajökull.
Eyjafjallajökull.
The Eyjafjallajökull volcano.
Eyjafjallajökull.
Eyjafjallajökull. The exploding mountain.
I'm going to go exploding mountain here, Tom. Over at GMTV, they were focusing on more important matters.
If it was on a Scrabble board, that volcano would get 56 points.
Millions of people across the globe were stranded at airports. Some of them slept wherever they could.
It left passengers in limbo with still no word on when flights will resume.
Others were awake and slightly more angry.
You only found out when you got to the airport. You didn't know in your hotel.
No. I hate Iceland!
Iceland! I hear you, Iceland! You've done it on purpose! A lot of people pinned the blame on the big guy upstairs.
I mean, obviously, there's nothing we can do about it. It's one of those things, it's an act of God.
Why is an act of God always horrific? Earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis. Would it kill him to do something nice? Wouldn't that be lovely? A booming voice in the sky. Hey, everyone, I've done all the washing up. It's an act of God. Look in your oven. I think you'll find someone's made you a lasagna. Hey, Ross, check your front room. You better not be joking. Would I lie to you? A monkey butler! Enjoy it. You're my favourite little thing. Well, that was a bit creepy, wasn't it? You get the point. There are thousands of British people stranded abroad. What if they run out of suntan lotion? It's going to be pretty funny when they arrive home looking like this. Wow. Did you hear about this church in America?
People who attend a church in Virginia don't have to worry about finding something to wear on Sundays because clothing is optional. Members at Whitetail Chapel say they have no problem getting the Word of God from a pastor in his birthday suit.
That's one church you'll never see on Songs of Praise. The next programme contains graphic content and really wrinkly balls. Imagine the noise when the congregation gets up from the pews. Oh, it'd be like jelly mould being emptied, wouldn't it?
I see myself as a very serious Roman Catholic.
I see you more as an X-rated goat. People go, why not? Worship naked. Adam and Eve were naked. Yeah, but that's in a book. In Narnia, there's a talking lion. You don't see me at Whipsnade going, hello, Mr. Furry. Can we have a cuddle?
We do it at services for weddings. We do it for funerals.
Naked weddings? Nightmare, you'd spend your honeymoon picking confetti out of your bush. And as for a naked funeral, that'd be terrible. Pull yourself together, son. Stop crying. Grandad had a good innings. It's not that, Dad. I've just seen Auntie Beryl's growler. Yeah! So, you think that's the strangest religious story of the week? Guess again.
A religious controversy swirling around a church in War Acres tonight. Now, some say a giant painting of Christ hanging in the sanctuary of St. Charles Borromeo Catholic Church is obscene.
Check out their rage.
I feel that it is blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. I feel that it is pornographic.
So, why exactly are they getting so worked up?
Some worshippers there say the painting merely depicts Christ with muscles in his abdomen
Others see something different.
Christ's genitalia are obviously very exposed.
They're saying it's his stomach muscles. If you got muscles like that, you'd never leave the gym. Tell you what, that would change the prayers in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Shit! And it'll definitely change the musical. Jesus Christ, circumcised, a dick from his hips stretching to his eyes. No wonder he hung out with the disciples. If he had a dig that big, he'd need 12 men to carry it. Well, lads, we're all agreed this is not going in the book, right? At no point will we carry a dick. Judas, I'm looking at you. Can we have a look at the photo again? Do you know what I feel sorry for? Those two blokes. Just there for eternity, looking at his rod. Now, bad news for wordsmiths.
For more than 60 years, proper nouns have been a no-no on the Scrabble board. From this summer, the official rules are being changed to allow the names of celebrities, places and companies.
Why are they making it easier? Scrabble's great. It's so English, isn't it? I love the fact we get angry about words. It's a low moment, but everyone has done it. Right, if you're going to be a dick, I'm off to fetch the dictionary. Just stomping that. There you go. Mungo. One who extracts valuable things from rubbish. Sit down. Or at Christmas, when people get pissed and start putting down rude words. My mum loves doing this. There you go. Rim job. Huh? Triple word. Rack 'em up. They call me Scrabzilla, dickhead. That is 100% true. Now, it's been a strange week in the publishing world.
A new hands-on book is creating a big buzz in Canada. Canadian artist Lisa Murphy has developed porn for the blind.
Porn for the blind. It's like porn, but instead of pictures, it uses Braille to create erotic images. I'll tell you what would be funny, right? Pop the Braille porn inside another book, walk up to a blind person and go, "You all right, mate? Have you read the new Harry Potter?" Jesus! Hermione and a goblin! I know. The book is pretty freaky. Check this out.
The book, called Tactile Mind, features raised pictures of nude men and women. The provocative images range from shots of naked disco girls to men decked out as lusty robots.
Lusty robots? Just because they're blind doesn't mean they're pervert. Have you seen the pictures? Yeah, that'll get you horny if you like men with a toaster for a face. It gets weird. And look at this. How did they come up with that? What do I find arousing? Nothing, really. Except an elephant with a camel toe. And hands like spatulas. This next one is just plain wrong. I know what you're thinking. Where have I seen that guy before? Filthy zippy. Now, probably the biggest publishing mistake this year came from Australia. Cookbook misprint cost Australian publishers dear. Penguin had to recall thousands of copies of a pasta book because one recipe suggested that instead of using freshly ground black pepper, they should use this. Freshly ground black people. How awkward would it be if they went, "No, it wasn't a typo. They taste delicious." What's the book called? Cooking with Nick Griffin? We should hardly be surprised. Australian chefs are pretty loose with their language.
Brush them with a beaten egg, cover them with breadcrumbs and fucking fry the till they go black in print.
And you thought Ramsay was bad? Now, talking of bad, the annual awards for the oddest book title of the year have been announced. The winner was Crocheting Adventures with Hyperbolic Planes. To be honest, I was disappointed. Compared to previous years, it was rubbish. It's got nothing on the 2003 classic, The Big Book of Lesbian Horse Stories. That is the Ron Seal of book titles, isn't it? It's also Claire Balding's favourite. In 1998, we had this page-turner. I was tortured by the pygmy love queen. We've all been there. And my personal favourite from 2002, Living with Crazy Buttocks. What a title for a book. I loved it so much, I'm actually turning that into a sitcom.
What should we do later, Crazy?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna smoke some crack, go to the zoo and steal a penguin.
Brilliant idea.
Get your finger out my face.
This next story is absolutely ridiculous.
12-year-old Alexa Gonzalez was doodling in school, only not like this, in a book. She did it right on her desktop at Junior High School 190 in Forest Hills, and for that, she was placed under arrest.
Arrested for drawing? Imagine the 911 call. Help! There's a girl here, and she's got a biro!
They had to call the cops, and, you know, they had to come and they had to handcuff me.
They handcuffed you?
Yes.
What is wrong with the police? Sarge, there's a killer on the loose. Never mind that, we got a doodler. Fetch my shooter. America is a mad country. It's illegal to scribble on a desk, but perfectly fine to own a gun. All right, you crazy bitch, put down the marker pen. You could hurt someone. What with the fumes, you cousin fucking dunce. These morons cuffed and jailed a 12-year-old girl. I don't understand why they're being so draconian. Sometimes graffiti can really brighten up your day. Level 2B or not to be. I love this beauty. Push button. Receive bacon. Wonderful, isn't it? Check out this guy. Don't act like you're not impressed. Now, have you seen the latest iPhone app?
You've probably heard that fun in the bedroom can help you lose calories. The world's first Sexercise app shows you exactly how many.
Don't turn sex into an exercise. Nobody wants to hear a woman say, I want you to make love to me for hours. What? Because you love me? No. I want to eat a pie. Imagine that, he's shagging away. We're getting close. I can taste the steak and mushroom. Say my name, Ginsters! Ginsters! This app is madness. Never have a phone near you during sex. What if you roll over and accidentally call your nan? How awkward would it be the next time you saw her? All right, Russ. Hello, Nan. You're a forgetful sod, aren't you? Phoning me up the other day. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? You know who your dad is. If anyone wants one of these, here's how it works.
The first step, lay your iPhone flat on your bed, select single or multiplayer, and then let the fun begin.
Single player. You're essentially turning masturbation into a workout. You look good. What's your secret? Wanking. Do you want to see my fitness video? No! This is the weirdest bit. Look at this.
And if you can't wait to share the results with your friends, the app also offers the option to post the results on Facebook.
You can post it all on Facebook. Must people reveal everything online? Why don't they just go the whole hog and post updates while shagging? Darren's doing Jenny from behind. And she loves it. Jenny is not loving it. Darren's got a big dick. Jenny's not even sure Darren has a dick. Now, each week I leave this part of the show in the hands of my production team. It's up to them to scour the news to find me a mystery guest. So, please welcome whoever that may be. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Russell.
Hi, Russell. I'm
How
Sharon.
are you? Wow, it's quite a grip. Are you... Let's get this out of the way. Are you a life model?
No.
I'm genuinely excited then. Well, looking at it, you've got a tattoo there. I've had experiences with the tattooed lady before. Is it to do with the art world at all?
Yes, slightly. I could give you a little clue.
Go
on. I'll Be Back by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You'll be back?
Mm.
You must be the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger impressionist ever. So, are you some sort of muscle person?
I could be.
You could be?
I could be.
You're a muscle... Actually, I'm looking at you. You're fucking massive. Are you a bodybuilder?
I am, yes.
Well, you absolutely have to show me your moves.
Okay.
Yes, come on.
whatever
All
does.
right, let's do this. Okay. Oh, music as well. That's really good. Do you know what? That was fantastic. Do you know, I've never had an urge to tickle someone more in my life. Just at the moment. No. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Can we just cover you up? I'm going to look at your boobs. Can you make him go da 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 da?
Yeah.
Just so I can see.
That's really awesome.
I'll show you this show. I can't do it here. I look like I was trying to give myself a tit wank. We've all tried. Now, so how long have you been doing this?
About 14 years.
14 years?
Yeah.
Wow. And so you do compete, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Yeah. I've just done Arnold Schwarzenegger's Arnold Classics in America.
The Arnold Classics?
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
And how do you go?
Absolutely brilliant. I'm the first woman in the UK ever to qualify for UK. So
oh, good for you. That's
thank
fantastic.
you very much.
Wonderful. There you go. So how do you maintain that tan? Your boobs are out again. Let's get them in. They're magnificent, but they're going to overshadow. Right. Look at he looks like he's perfect on you. That was good. I just saw then he was going, oh, you're not bad. It's a good job he's got that fig leaf on. So how long have you been ripped? When were you first, like...
The first bodybuilding show I ever did was 1999.
Okay.
And I did, like, a figure, like a fitness, like a very little petite girl, girly girl.
What I'm trying to get to is, was there a stage when your dad went, OK, because you were harder than your dad? Could you be your dad?
I'm harder than most men, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, OK. There's a way you leant in. You're all lovely and feminine, and I could smell, like, your perfume, and they went, I'm harder than most men. What does your family think of this? They must be quite proud.
I've got 3 children and a granddaughter as well, so they just
You've
love
got
it.
a gran?
Yeah.
You're the hardest granny in the world?
Yeah, definitely.
You're not old enough to be a granny. Whisper.
I'm
How
very
old?
old.
How old are you? You're never, are you?
Yeah.
72. 44 years old. That's amazing. So you must literally be the coolest granny in the world.
I hope so.
Has she seen you do... What do you just do that? Do you lift stuff or just like...
Well, she's just hitting 2 now, but I've got a daughter.
She's hitting 2?
She's hitting 2.
That's her other grandson.
Yeah, yeah.
They're doing like 2.
Yeah.
You didn't put any imagination into them names.
You don't at your training, though, do you?
No, you don't. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. It really has. I really enjoy this. Every week I meet interesting people. Thank you so much. What's your name? I don't think
Sharon.
Sharon. What's your full name?
Madison.
Sharon Madison. Please give a wonderful round of applause. I miss you, Sharon. Now, this next story is a cracker. Probably my favourite of the week. Tom Jones has had a 47-year ban lifted in a tiny Welsh village. So what hideous crime did he commit to make the people of Fockrue so angry he was banished? He was suspected of stealing a chicken. I love the quote from local man Len Davis. There was a fight, and then the chicken had gone. Tom got the blame. Banned for nearly 50 years for stealing a chicken! I love the idea that there's a load of blokes in a tiny Welsh pub who hate Tom Jones. Whenever his songs come on the radio, just boo! Changing the words is not unusual for you to steal our chicken! You orange-skinned bastard! Oi, Barry, why did the chicken cross the road? 'Cause Tom Jones is a prick! I couldn't agree more, I am the Fanta-faced fucker! In fairness, loads of people have been banned from this village. Even my mate Crazy Buttocks.
What happened in that Welsh village?
Them Welsh bastards didn't like the way I dance. I like big butts and I cannot lie. What you can't deny. When I go, seriously, you got a problem.
Now, here's a story that caught my attention about a generous bus driver in New York.
I'm a school bus driver. One day, I see this guy standing in the street. I saw them and I said, why this guy is doing here? And I stopped and I asked him. Says, the day laborers spend the whole day at the corner hoping getting a job. Says, if we have a job, we got money to eat. If not, you know, we don't eat nothing today. So I say, okay, wait for me tomorrow here. I'm gonna bring something to eat. I get up at like 5:15 in the morning. Getting in my bus around 6:30 and finish my work around 5 and I start my second job. This is a family operation. Justin, la pasta por favor. Today we're gonna cook chicken, rice and beans. We're gonna pack them up, drive to the corner. In the beginning was 8 guys. 2 weeks later was like 110, 120, sometimes 140.
A lot of people here call him the Superman of Roosevelt Avenue. He's the person that sees the emotion and needs of all of us.
When they smile, that's what I always say, that's the way I get paid. When they smile, I mean, thanks God, this guy got something to eat tonight.
Isn't that lovely? A little bit of human kindness can go a long way. Now, it's Saturday night, which means it's time for stand-up. This next guy's called Arnab Chandra. He's absolutely fantastic. One of my favourite acts on the circuit. So, please welcome to stage the wonderful Mr. Arnab Chandra!
Hello, how are you? Yeah, woo! You know, like when you're with a friend and your friend is just bitching and moaning and complaining, and they're just going on and on and on about it, and your eyes sort of glaze over. In the back of your head, you're thinking, oh, shut the hell up, I got my own goddamn problems. Well, get ready for that, because that's pretty much what this is gonna be. Now I'll try and make it a little more entertaining. My name is Arnab, and I'm 29 years old. I know I look 12. And the problem with my face, the reason my face sucks is my face doesn't really, like, reflect the amount of, like, failure and rejection I've had in my life. Yeah, I was right. So people come up and think, oh, you look really, really good. And I go, I failed. Thanks. Really great. But, you know, I guess I didn't really, like, develop during my, my pubescent years. I don't really like that word, pubescent. It's really gross, isn't it? It's like my least favorite word, pubescent. Because it's, like, clearly alluding without any subtlety that, like, those are the years that, like, you know, I grew pubes. It's really gross and awkward. I like the word awkward a lot, though, because it's actually spelt quite awkwardly. You know, you're like, how many W's are in this thing? One before and after the K. That's awkward. So I'm 29, and last year I had a bit of a mental breakdown. I basically... Why is that funny? Mental breakdowns, they start in your teens, and then they just continue for the rest of your life. And I went to therapy last year for a month. It was so sad and pathetic. There was nothing even wrong with me. I was just really, really depressed. And basically what happened, I just didn't know, like, what was good about me as a human being. And, like, you guys ever wonder, like, why your friends even like you? I wonder that all the time. And it's not something you can even bring up, you know? You can't be like, hey, man, here's your beer. Good game, huh? So why do you like me? What? I don't. And, like, friendship is a tricky thing as well. Like, recently, I found out that one of my friends was religious. This ever happened to anyone else? My first reaction was like, well, I don't understand. He seemed like such a nice guy. We got along so well. He liked the Strokes. But it's very tricky because, like, you know, it's not like I hate religious people. Yeah. But I just treat them like the same way like I treat people who like still watch Big Brother or X Factor. I'm like, really, still? So sad. But like, if you're not religious, then it's like, well, where else do you turn to in order to find like sort of morals and stuff in your life? So during my mental breakdown, I found all these books that I used to read as a kid. I was born here in the UK, and I found these Read It Yourself books, which were amazing, and I used to read them all the time. And I was like, well, maybe I'll find some sort of principles or morals from these children's books. And they're great stories, but the morals are really screwed up. They make no sense whatsoever. This is the Pied Piper of Hamelin. If you guys don't know the story, there's a mayor in the town, and there's rats in the town, so the mayor asks the Pied Piper to get rid of the rats, so he does. Then they ask for his money, the mayor says no. So the Pied Piper takes all the kids in the town, takes them up to the mountain, he locks them up, and then at the end of the book, it goes, the mayor looks everywhere for the Pied Piper and the children, but it is no good. They have gone. He should have paid the Pied Piper. And that's it. That's the moral of the story. He should have paid the Pied Piper. Who wrote this book? The Pied Piper? What is this? This is like a mafia tale. This is like you kidnapped our kids. You got to pay the Pied Piper. Kidnap your kids. So after that, I stopped sort of thinking about that sort of aspect of life. Because I don't really, like, my whole life, I wondered, like, what goes on in people's heads? My whole life growing up, like, what goes on in people? What are other people thinking? What are other humans thinking? And then we got Facebook and Twitter, and you're like, oh, fucking nothing. I like soup. This is what you're thinking? It's such a letdown. I can tell you what I think. I pretty much think all, because I don't really have a job anymore. I used to work for a box manufacturing company, and our motto was think inside the box. So we did really well. We did really, really well. But now I just sit around and think about like what people do or what they say that just makes no sense. Like, why do people continue to use the term olive skin to describe Mediterranean people? Has anyone in here ever seen an olive? They're pukey green or pitch black, right? Unless this person is covered in brine, has a little red pepper in their mouth. What the hell are people talking about? Why do people buy smooth peanut butter? You're buying peanut butter. You clearly like peanuts. Go crunchy. You're not buying it for the butter, right? I wonder all sorts of stuff, though. Like, I wonder who the first person was to look at a regular calculator and go, oh, this really needs to be powered by the sun. Or I wonder what butterflies get in their stomach when they get nervous. Butterflies? No, that just means they're pregnant. That doesn't make sense. A lot of stuff like you can find out on the internet now, though. That takes away some of the fascination. Like, who was the first person to look at cheese and go, that is the exact opposite of chalk? But apparently it was John Gower in 1393. I'm really dry. I'm really sarcastic as well. I think English people in general are very, very sarcastic. I was born here. I grew up in the States, in New York. People there are very sarcastic as well. And I like sarcasm. I like anything that even sounds sarcastic, you know? That's why I like horses so much. I always think they're going to say something sarcastic. Because they're always like... I do miss New York a lot. I miss New York mainly because of pizza. I love pizza. I like pizza slices. The best thing about a pizza slice is that it points in the direction that it's supposed to go. My mouth. I'd do anything for pizza. A lot of people go, ooh, I'd kill for that. Whenever someone says that, I like to give them a little piece of paper with all the people I want dead. Prove it. That's what I thought, chicken. But before I came, I saw this interesting commercial on television for this new toothpaste called Mountain Fresh. You guys brush your teeth? Me too. Watching this commercial. At the end of the commercial, I went Mountain Fresh, available in all good stores. So I went to Sainsbury's, and they didn't have it. So I went up to the manager. I said, hey, man, I just thought you should know. Mountain Fresh is talking serious shit about you guys behind your back. Just a heads up. He was like, who are you? I was like, I'm just a friend. Vanished. Batman. I like films, though. I like a lot of dumb films, I guess. I don't find them dumb, but one of my favorite films of all time to this day is still a film called Home Alone. Woo! Woo, indeed! I love that film. I know all the lines to that film. I quote that film all the time. The problem is, not everyone else knows all the lines to that film. So when I quote it, people know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was in a cab in London. The fare was £9. I gave the guy £10. I was like, keep the change, you filthy animal. He was so shocked, he dropped all the money. I was like, look what you did, you little jerk. You're such a disease, Kevin. He's like, I'm not Kevin. I really do enjoy dumb films. I saw this other dumb film. I don't think it's that dumb. I actually enjoyed it. It's a film called Commando. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, and it is amazing. It has one of the most absurd, outrageous opening scenes of any film I've ever seen. If you haven't seen the film, it's very simple. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a daughter who's kidnapped, and he spends the whole film trying to rescue her. That happens in the second scene of the film. The first scene is this. His daughter, a young Alyssa Milano, who even then you can tell... So she's making some sandwiches in the kitchen, making some sandwiches. Doopy-doo, doopy-doo. Goes up to him, gives him the sandwich. He takes a bite of it. He goes, what's in this? She goes, you don't want to know. Then all of a sudden we just see helicopters. They leave the house and the movie just continues. And we never find out what's in the fucking sandwich. I couldn't concentrate the whole film. Cliffhanger right off the bat. I was like, are we gonna see this sandwich later on? And there's no way of resolving that either. That was the worst part. It'd be really weird if, like, the last scene of the film, she was like, oh yeah, by the way, it was turkey. My favorite thing probably watch on television, though, are documentaries. I love those. You learn a lot from watching those things. And last year was a very good year for documentaries. A lot of because of Darwin and stuff, and learned a lot about humans, us, and but you know, talk about evolution and stuff. And I still think that, you know, I kind of get it, but I still think there's a lot of gaps, a lot of unexplained things. Like they were talking about DNA and humans, and they were like, yes, humans share 95% of our DNA with a chimpanzee. And you're like, okay, I guess that means I'm like a chimpanzee. And then it goes, humans also share 50% of our DNA with a banana. What the hell does that mean? I don't feel like a banana. Although it does help explain why I like it when women take off their clothes like this. And why I don't like women who are bruised. Also, a lot of documentaries on Earth. You guys like Earth? Yeah! Woo! Earth. It's all right, right, Earth? I like Earth, I guess. We're here. But we're supposed to, like, try and protect Earth. And I don't want to get all lovey-dovey about Earth, because, you know, it's just a thing, Earth. And but this woman comes on this show, on this documentary, kind of a hippie woman from the U.S., and she comes on and she goes, did you know Earth is an anagram for heart? I was like, okay, did you know pear is an anagram for rape? Should I stop loving pears, you stupid whore? What I had one guy review me. I've been doing stand-up like 7 years now, and I'm no cooler or smoother at this than I was when I first started, even less so. One guy reviewed me one time. He said, I saw Arnab Chanda perform. It was like if I tried to do stand-up. He was really awkward. I think that might be part of his style. It's not. Cary Grant up here in my head. But like, if you are awkward in life and self-conscious and stuff, in order to overcome that, you know, I drink. That's what you do, right? You guys drink. Yeah, and recently I tried to buy a bottle of vodka. I was having a bad day. I don't know why I don't do anything all day. Maybe the internet wasn't working. Facebook was undergoing maintenance, I think. So yeah, so recently I tried to buy this bottle of vodka. I go to an off license, and because of my dumb, stupid, young-looking face, I get ID'd all the time. So I give the guy my provisional ID. I don't have a car. He looks at it and goes, no, you need a full driver's license. I was like, I need a full driver's license to buy vodka? So you'll let me drink if I can drive. Is that? That makes a lot of sense. So you guys have been very, very nice, and just enjoy yourselves in life. And thanks so much for coming out and laughing. Thank you very much, everyone.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed Good News. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night!